Hello friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. I'm Bree and today I'm going to be doing my May TBR, so let's get into it. First of all, I am very much a mood reader. I don't really like to limit myself because then I feel like pressured. But lately I found what works best for me is to be like, okay, here's 40 books I may want to read during this month. So let me pull them out so that they're ready, and then whatever my mood tells me I want to read, I can just pick that. So this is basically May hopefuls that will become my TBR, and if I get to all of them, awesome, and if I don't, we go where the mood takes us. So up first is The Twisted Throne by Danielle L. Jensen. This 5th book in the Bridge Kingdom series, but the first book of James and Anna's duology. I started this in April actually, and I'm not gonna finish it, so it's carrying over to May. I love this series. I love Danielle L. Jensen's writing style, so I'm really excited to keep going, and I'm excited to see where this book goes. Next up, we have Queen of Shadows. I am doing a really slow reread of the Throne of Glass series with my best friend. I'll drop her channel below. It's Bookshelvish, and we are doing basically a book a month. So the May book is Queen of Shadows, which might be my favorite in the series. I go back and forth between it and Empire Storms. Either way, I cannot wait to reread this book. I love it so much. Up next, we have The Wolf King. I have heard a ton of good things about this book. I've had several friends rave about it, and I've seen it all over Book Talk and Bookstagram. It is basically like Wolf Sisters fantasy. I think it's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to dive in. And we have Bourbon and Lies. This is small town romantic suspense. I have heard amazing things, and the covers are so good. I love them. I cannot wait to dive in. Then we have The Fellowship of the Ring. I have been wanting to do a reread of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. The Hobbit is probably my all-time favorite book, but I reread it last year, and so I want to continue on with that reread and dive back into The Fellowship of the Ring. I cannot wait. We have Story of My Life by Lucy Score. I'm not sure. I might end up doing this one on audio instead, but this is, I've read almost all of Lucy Score's backlist. I think I have like 6 books left, so I was like, might as well jump in with her new release. Also, these edges are so pretty. I love them. Next, we have Sawyer, which is the 3rd book in the Lucky River Ranch series. I loved Cash. I loved Wyatt. I cannot wait to dive into Sawyer. It's single mom, single dad. What more do you need? Then we have Rewind It Back, which comes out at the end of May. I think it's May 20th. Don't quote me on that. I love the entire Windy City series. I've been waiting for Rio's book since we first met him in Mile High, and I cannot wait to dive in. I bet I will binge this in less than 24 hours. I cannot wait. Next, we have Summer Island by Kristen Hanna. I've been trying to make my way through Kristen Hanna's backlist over the last year, and I have probably 6, 7-ish books left. This one has been put on my hopefuls like 10 times, and I have never gotten to it, so maybe this month will be the winner. Next, we have These Infinite Threads. I read this Woven Kingdom in February. I liked it. I did not love it, but I feel like with the Shatter Me series, which is also by this author, I liked the first book and I didn't love it, and then the series went on to be one of my all-time favorites. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. I like Cyrus and Eliza, and I cannot wait to continue their story. Next up, we have Gleam, which is the 3rd book in the Plated Prisoner series. I have friends that absolutely love this series, but so far it's been good. I've liked it, but I've not been just like so into it that I can't put it down. However, I've heard this book, which is the 3rd book, is where things just start to go off the rails. Can't stop reading, so excited. So I'm excited to dive back in and see where I get with this. Next, we have The Courting of Bristol Keats. First of all, again, edges. I am obsessed with them. I have heard that this book is kind of like the adult version of The Cruel Prince, and The Cruel Prince series is one of my all-time favorites, so I cannot wait to dive in. And I already have the 2nd book on pre-order, so I need to read this. Next, we have Red Rising. Again, this book has been on my hopefuls list like 15 different times, and I've never gotten to it. I started the audio at one point, and I was like, no, this cannot be done on audio. I need to physical read it for myself. But I've heard amazing things. I think this will be really good, and I cannot wait to start it. Next, we have 2 Will Trent books. Will Trent, After That Night, and Will Trent, This Is Why We Lied. I have been making my way through the Will Trent series on audio since probably October, and I'm really excited to get back into it. These are the last 2 books I have of the ones that are out now. I think she's writing more, and I cannot wait to finish the story that's out there so far. Next, we have Braving the Storm by Elliot Rose. I read Chasing the Wild last month. I absolutely loved it. These are age gap, taboo, forbidden, forced proximity, small town, grumpy. I ate it up. I cannot wait to read this one. I'm pretty sure it's like Step Uncle and Age Gap, and that just sounds right up my alley. Let's go. Next we have The Rose Bargain. This is my Fairy Loot edition and I'm obsessed with it. I think it is whimsical. I think it is beautiful. I think it is fun. I have been told that this is The Cruel Prince meets Once Upon a Broken Heart meets Bridgerton, which are 3 of my favorites, so I cannot wait to dive in. It's gonna be so good. Next is Older by Jennifer Hartman. I have loved every single book I've read by Jennifer Hartman. I just feel like her writing speaks to me. It's easy to read, it's bingeable, it's yearning and tension and so full of character development that you can't put it down. I cannot wait to read this. This is Age Gap, Best Friend's Dad, Forbidden. I'm so here for it. Then we have The Lovely War. I was gifted this book probably 3 years ago and I've never read it, but I've had so many other people read it and say that it's very unique and fun and refreshing and they just get sucked in, and so I want to try to give this a try this month. I think it'll be really good and I can't wait to see what I think. Next we have On Wings of Blood. I have seen this book everywhere on Book Talk. It's being marketed as Harry Potter meets Fourth Wing meets Zodiac Academy, but with vampires. This sounds amazing. Speaking of Zodiac Academy, I also have Never Keep on my TBR, which is one of the newest books by the authors of Zodiac Academy, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of set in the same universe. So I'm really excited to dive into that on my Kindle. Then we have Anathema. I have seen this book everywhere. It's like gothic, dark fantasy. I think it will be really, really good, and I'm told that this author does amazing world building, which is one of my favorite things, so I cannot wait to dive into that. Then we have Broken Country. Again, I started this in April. I got about 20% in, and then some other audiobooks came in, so I started those instead, and I did not finish it. But I'm 20% in, and I'm really enjoying it. It's set in like 3 different timelines. There's a love triangle. There's small town dynamics and politics. I just think it's really well written, and I can't wait to see where the like sub mystery plot goes at the end. Yeah. Next we have A Fire in the Sky. I just saw a dragon and I was like, hey, I should buy this. It's got blue edges. I'm not a big fan of just the colored edges. I think that's kind of dumb. I don't really see the point of it, but it has it, so I'll show you. I don't know anything about this book except that it has a dragon on the cover, so I put it on my TBR. We'll see what I feel about it. Next on my TBR is Phantasma. I've heard amazing things about this. I've had so many friends binge it. I also think that the cover is kind of giving Phantom of the Opera vibes, so I'm here for it. I also heard that it has deadly trials, which I love in a fantasy book, so can't wait to check this out. Next we have A Study in Drowning. Again, this has been on my TBR for millions of years. Millions. It's only been out for a couple, but still, you get the idea. It's been on there for a long time. I've heard great things, and I think it'll be really good, so I can't wait to dive in. The last book on my TBR is Blood of My Monster by Rena Kent. I have seen Rena Kent everywhere for years, but her backlist is really intimidating because there's so many, and there's so many different ways that you should start it, so I've been putting off reading it for the longest time. However, I decided to just bite the bullet and dive in, so I'm starting with this series. I cannot wait to see what I think. I've heard that she does great dark romance, mafia romance, everything in between. So that is my May hopeful / May TBR. I can't wait to dive into these books. If you've read any of them, let me know what you think down in the comments. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon.